650, we're excited about it. It's our first really solid, stronger player driver offering we've done in a while. And you can hear the sound of it. It's really a powerful sound. It's really clean look at address. We really wanted to go for a no-nonsense, just player's driver, one that appeals to the traditionalists in the MP side. Kind of the key things for the better player is something that looks like it's not going to go too high, something that looks like it's not going to go left. So with this driver, it features a deep face as well as a slightly open face. So really it feels like that left side is taken out of play, and with that deep face, you know you're going to get that high launch, low spin trajectory. By really focusing on the feel of this driver, we went away from a lot of the things like the adjustability that kind of they're hindrances in the design process. By keeping it very traditional, very clean, we were able to focus on putting the weight exactly where we wanted it to, so that it would sound proper, sound very crisp, and sound like you hit the ball really hard, but still in a very soft, almost muted feel. So it just feels solid, feels crisp. It feels like an MP golf club. If you look at the head of the MP-650, you can see it's a very clean look, almost a minimalist design, very monotone chromes, blacks, silvers, something that's not distracting at all. Especially if you go over towards the crown side, you can see it's a very clean crown, very nice traditional pear-shaped design, which is something that the better player has always been known to like. Even when you look at the face, by eliminating any sort of alignment aid on the crown, we put the alignment aid, we just kind of built it into the face. We've got score lines that kind of frame where you want to hit the ball, but again, in a non-distracting way. It's a very clean, just traditional look to it. So far the feedback's been phenomenal. A lot of times in the past when we hand somebody a Mizuno driver, there's almost been a little bit of a hesitation because we're not really known for that. But with the MP-650, it really, because it talks to the Mizuno, especially the MP player, when they've hit it, everyone's been pleasantly surprised. The sound instantly grabs them, but then when they see the trajectory that comes off, a real penetrating ball flight, low spin, one that promotes a slight fade, they've actually been really pleased with it. We've done a lot of work with Luke Donald hoping to get this in his bag. And he's kind of a tricky animal in terms of a tour player. I say that because he's a player who, he's one of the shorter hitters out there, but he makes up for it in other aspects, of course. But with the driver, he wants to see a ball that goes right to left. A lot of better players are the opposite of that. The last thing they want to do is see a ball go right to left. So with Luke, we've actually struggled a little bit with him because this has a slight fade built into it. We're trying to work with him to get one that'll hook a little bit more so we can get a little bit more distance out of it. And by putting a deeper face on this driver, as well as our 3-thickness Core-Tech design, we've maximized ball speed regardless of where you hit it on the face. We put our thickest area right here, right in the center, to dial in the CT right where you want it to be a legal driver. But then as you get outside of that central area on the miss hits, there's thinner areas that are really going to boost those ball speeds on off-center hits. By having a deeper face driver, that increases the vertical MOI. What that does is when you get fitted for a driver, of course you want to hit it, right in the center where you get optimal, where you get, the most ball speed. But as you go up, if you hit up higher on the face, if the club doesn't have a good vertical MOI, then the club's going to rotate a lot and it's going to change the launch characteristics. By keeping the strong, high vertical MOI, you get very consistent launch characteristics regardless of where you hit it on the face, up and down. So one of the clever things we did to save weight on this is we use a chemical etching process. What that is, it's a way of dipping the crown into a chemical that actually thins it out. So when we form this head and actually, make the crown, it actually starts a little bit thicker, but we want to get down to 0.5. So by using that chemical etching process, we're able to thin it out in the central portion where it doesn't need to be as structurally rigid. We can get it down to 0.5 millimeters, and that helps lower the center of gravity and lower the spin and the performance of the head. It's a soft sound, but at the same time it's kind of got a little piercing quality to it. It sounds like it's very solid, and it sounds like there's no extra stuff going on, no extra vibrations. The whole thing, it sounds crisp, sounds solid, sounds like the ball's coming off fast.